CNN leaks actual footage of Diddy's secret parties.
So, I'm giving him his space. He's taking things off the shelves and stuff like that because they gave him a brown paper bag. When they gave him a brown paper bag, he was just putting stuff in there. So I said, damn, he got to go put it on the counter and, show everybody what he's getting. So as he's going, I'm just looking at the places where he's picking stuff from. So there's one part he picked up some things from up here on my left side. And then he picked quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there and it said butt plugs. And I was like, hey, yo. I was messing with him. Because people don't understand, we was like friends. He was a part of the same gang. So I'm still gonna tease him. I'm still gonna mess with him and everything like that. I could do that. It wasn't just no security thing. So I say, yo, what are you getting this for? And it said butt plugs, and he was like, yo, can I do my shopping by myself? I said, yeah, you could do it by yourself, brother. And he started walking and everything like that. So when he got I just waited at the counter. So when he got to the counter, he didn't even have to show the guy nothing. He just gave the guy a wad of money. I mean, like he gave the guy a stack something like this. And Puff wasn't the dude that carried no 20s and no 50s and nothing like that. And I mean, like, he just said, boom. And we walked out the store. So we had to leave Atlanta and go to North Carolina for a show. You understand? And it was him, this rapper, Sarah, and this other girl. We all got on a G5 jet, and we flew to G4 jet, and we flew to North Carolina. So
CNN has done the unthinkable. They've released actual footage from inside Diddy's secret parties. For years, rumors swirled about what happened behind the closed doors of these exclusive gatherings, but nothing concrete ever surfaced. Until now, the footage shows a side of Diddy that's far removed from the polished public image of a music mogul and business entrepreneur. It reveals lavish, wild parties filled with celebrities, but what really catches attention is the bizarre and unsettling behavior that's on display. This is a glimpse into a world we weren't meant to see, one insider noted, emphasizing the power these events seem to hold over attendees.
Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice.
All right, we are getting some breaking news right now. ABC News has just confirmed that Sean Diddy Combs was arrested tonight in New York City. Sources say federal agents with Homeland Security investigations took him into custody. The charges are unclear at this time. Combs' attorney telling CNN that we are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. We, of course, are trying to gather more information. There's a lot more to come out of this story, and as soon as we get it, we'll turn it over to you.
It's pretty tough, man. I think everybody knows, man, if you don't cooperate with the feds, it's going to be all bad for you. It's going to be really hard for you to make it out of that situation, without doing some serious time, man. So, knowing Puff and everything, do you think that he's actually going to cooperate to try to get himself out of the situation?
It depends on what the federal government wants. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by doing a Little Woody is such a genius, and people don't understand, he makes them think he's not as smart as he is. You get it? So Puff would have to do something like that if he get on the stand. Now, as far as, is he going to turn people in? Is he going to cooperate? If the federal government wants him to cooperate and they're going to cut his time, because right now he's looking at 15 to life.
Viewers are left wondering, how did this footage come to light, and why now? What's even more shocking is the fact that CNN, a major news network, got its hands on the footage. The release is not just another tabloid story, it's an expose that could have serious ramifications for some of the biggest names in entertainment. This is just the beginning. A source close to the situation claims, hinting at more revelations to come. The question now is, how deep does this rabbit hole go?
The hip-hop agenda is an agenda to move drugs all over the United States. You need to inform the DEA. They move all the dope, all the dope on private jets, which don't get screened by
customs,
by DEA, inside the United States. They move what's called high-grade powder MDMA. They move cocaine, and they move liquid cocaine in the bottles too. So they put the liquid cocaine in the bottles and they move it. I've seen the liquid cocaine, I've drank it myself, having sex with Diddy and Cassie. It's not good. He drinks it all the time.
The power players behind the scenes. The most shocking aspect of the footage isn't just what happens at the parties, it's who is attending them. Hollywood's elite, top-tier athletes and business moguls are all caught on camera, mingling in Diddy's world. These aren't just your average celebrity gatherings. When you see the guest list, it's clear these parties were about more than fun, they were about power, one observer said. The presence of these high-profile figures raises serious questions. How many of them knew what was really going on at these events? Were they willing participants, or did they just turn a blind eye? The sheer number of famous faces seen in the footage is staggering, and it's sparking a lot of speculation. The entertainment industry is already buzzing about who might be the next to be implicated as more footage leaks. Some of these attendees have spotless public personas, making the footage even more shocking. As the clips continue to circulate, people are starting to connect the dots, and it looks like the fallout could be massive. Everyone involved will be forced to confront their actions, or their silence.
New details are emerging about the raids at Sean Diddy Combs' homes. After federal agents raided the rapper's multi-million-dollar homes in Miami and Los Angeles on March 25th, sources with knowledge told NBC News March 26th that firearms were found at both properties. Additionally, Homeland Security investigations seized Combs' phones in Miami before he was scheduled to depart for a trip to the Bahamas. While the investigation is still ongoing, a source close to the investigation told NBC News that the raid was connected to allegations of sex trafficking and sexual assault and the solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms. 3 women and 1 man had been interviewed by federal officials in Manhattan in relation to the investigation, the source shared. In a March 25th statement to E! News, a rep for Homeland Security Investigations said that they had executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation and would provide further information as it becomes available.
Exclusive glimpse inside Diddy's parties.
Okay, now we need alcohols.
Right.
Alcohols.
Right. Not just one alcohol.
Alcohols.
Right. Just different blend. You need the ladies. You need the booze.
You need some water.
For watering plants?
No. No. I don't know if guys have noticed this. Like a lot of ladies drink water at parties. They just, so you have. If you don't have what they need, they're gonna leave.
Right.
Got to keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
It's a little kinky, but rock with me. But just check it out. You need a lot of heat. A lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat. You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning. No. Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, like, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
That just sounds disgusting. What are you talking about?
Depends on the way you look at it.
Depends. Oh, people start getting gets kind of sexy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you sexy.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even. I don't want it to come close to the bed at all. Usher look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. Usher.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but check this out. back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes, you know what I'm saying, before pause was invented, you know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest.
The footage takes viewers behind the scenes of Diddy's notorious parties, and what it reveals is both glamorous and deeply unsettling. On the surface, it looks like any celebrity party, champagne flowing, people laughing, and high-energy performances. But there's something off. It feels like more than just a party. It's almost ritualistic, says a partygoer who has attended multiple events. The lavish settings are stunning, with gold-plated decor, expensive art, and luxury everywhere you look. But amidst the beauty, there's an undercurrent of something much darker.
They continue to say things that do not get them closer to what they want, which is bond. It's led to indictments. And if he can begin to introspect and kind of reverse engineer some of his choices and recognize it is my decisions alone that have led me here. And if I can communicate differently moving forward, maybe the ultimate sentence, even if convicted, could be better, perhaps could lead to bond eventually. But it can be very difficult in segregation. And his lawyers have to stop blaming and excusing and talking about how difficult the experience is, because here's what a judge is going to say. If you were so concerned about what these filthy living conditions would be like in a detention center, if you were so concerned about your safety, you wouldn't have obstructed justice. You would not have, according to the government, created victims over a sustained period of time. Until he changes his message, more problems are going to follow.
And Diddy allegedly has been accused of using different drugs in the past. Even prosecutors have said on the night he was arrested that there was allegedly pink cocaine in his hotel room.
What the footage captures goes beyond normal party behavior. There are strange performances, hushed conversations that seem far too intense for a party, and moments where guests appear to be following a script. Everything seems controlled, planned, as though someone is pulling the strings. This isn't just an ordinary party. It feels like a stage set for something more sinister. As more people get a peek inside these exclusive gatherings, they're left wondering what else was happening behind closed doors and who was really in control.
And another claim, an intoxicated Diddy allegedly gave Cassie a black eye after she tried to leave a hotel room. The hotel security camera footage captured the incident, but Diddy allegedly bought it off for $50,000. Those weren't the only instances of alleged intimidation. The suit claims Diddy dangled Cassie's friend over a 17-story balcony and asked her to carry a gun in her purse. According to the suit, Cassie never went to the police and tried to leave their relationship multiple times, but was too afraid. The suit stated several Bad Boy Records employees turned a blind eye to the physical abuse and beatings Cassie allegedly endured, but no one spoke out in fear of their boss. According to the suit, Diddy supplied Cassie with different drugs, including ecstasy and ketamine. The suit claimed Cassie suffered from memory loss from the constant substance abuse during her relationship with Diddy. The documents also say her MRI results were sent directly to Diddy. The suit was ultimately settled a day after it was filed for an undisclosed amount. When Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami homes were raided by Homeland Security this week,
whispers of illicit activities. As more details from the footage emerge, so do the darker undertones. Whispers of drug use, manipulation, and coercion begin to surface. For years, rumors floated around about the wild nature of Diddy's parties, but nothing could be proven. Now, with this footage, those rumors are gaining traction. It wasn't just a party, there was something else going on, says one former insider who claims to have been around during these events. While the footage itself doesn't explicitly show illegal activities, there are subtle moments that suggest something more was happening just out of frame.
And now that you've handed over a few kids yourself to make sure they get fixed up just like you, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if it's the mediocrity or you're just mad that they you first. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but it's just, it's, how do you accept an award for being something that you know you're not? How do you do that? How does Common sit around and pretend like he's a prolific black rapper when all you've done is line up amazing black women to move them out of the way when they don't go the way the Illuminati wants them to go, like Lauryn Hill, like me, like Tiffany Haddish. That's 3 women who are real as fuck, who used to deal with you, and their careers changed after you.
It's 2020, y'all. Yeah. And it's different than when it was 2016. You know, the game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a black billionaire's lunch.
In one clip, people can be seen engaging in behavior that looks questionable at best. The energy of the party shifts from fun to something more intense. Drugs appear to be more than just part of the party atmosphere. They seem central to the entire experience. The whispers have now turned into full-blown speculation, and many are asking how deep these illicit activities ran. Did everyone there know what they were getting into, or were some people coerced into playing a darker game?
Disgraced music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, once known for his lavish lifestyle and living large in his multi-million-dollar mansions, has a new home as he awaits trial in his federal sex trafficking case. Last week, the Bad Boy Founder's defense team unsuccessfully fought to keep the music producer out of federal jail after his arrest. Now his new digs once house other high-profile inmates, including R. Kelly, Fetty Wap, Sam Bankman-Fried, and Ghislaine Maxwell. Diddy is currently housed at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York, a stark difference from the glitz, glamour, and wealth in Hollywood and Star Island in Miami Beach, Florida. But MDC Brooklyn has been described as hell on earth, with horrifying conditions. The facility, which now houses Diddy, opened in the early 90s and is the only federal jail in New York City after the Bureau of Prisons closed its Metropolitan Correctional Center in 2021 after many issues came to light in the wake of Jeffrey Epstein's suicide just 2 years earlier.
Footage breakdown. As the footage circulates online, experts and insiders are dissecting it frame by frame. Every second is being scrutinized to uncover what's really happening. There are moments that seem innocent enough, laughter, dancing, and the usual party chaos. But then, subtle shifts occur. There's a tension in the air that you can feel, says one body language expert who reviewed the footage. In one clip, a seemingly fun conversation takes a dark turn as the mood becomes uncomfortable. The way people interact in these moments suggests that not everyone there was fully on board with what was happening.
He was the guy that our crew chased down the street because he was trying to be a part of it, and he ran. You understand? We brought him back, beat the shit out of him, hit him in the head with cake spoon, with champagne, and all the other shit like that. He was wanted to be a part of us. He was the one who used to beg, don't go to the party, please, please, I'm on my way. I'm on my way, so he could walk in the club with us. You understand? So to answer that question, bro, you're not doing nothing that's gonna cost my livelihood. You understand? You're not gonna do anything in front of me to cost my livelihood. You understand? Now, have I seen some shit? I seen a dude come up in the club and blow somebody's head off. I see the smoke running through the crowd trying to get to the lights. You understand? At a New Year's Eve party. So now I see this guy laying on the ground with his head tore down to the white meat. Did I know who did it? No. Did somebody tell me it's about to happen? Yes, they did.
Another part of the footage shows Diddy himself directing the flow of the event. His presence is commanding, almost controlling, as though he's not just a host, but orchestrating every aspect of the party. As more clips emerge, it's becoming clear that these weren't just casual gatherings, they were something more. This breakdown of the footage is revealing layers of manipulation and coercion that no one expected to find. The deeper people dig, the more unsettling the picture becomes.
What's up? Check this out, y'all. I am not about to be addressing every last thing that's going on in the world on the internet. But the thing I do have to address is this White Lives Matter t-shirt. I've always been there, and I will always support my brother Kanye as a free thinker. But the White Lives Matter t-shirt, I don't rock with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with it. And with the press and what fashion is doing, thinking it's a joke. But right now, all America has planned for us is poverty, incarceration, and death. So before I could get to any other lives matter, which all lives matter, you know what I'm saying? That Black Lives Matter, don't play with it. If you don't wear the shirt, don't buy the shirt, don't play with the shirt. It's not a joke.
Funny thing with the issues with like Puff I was having.
Thank you.
I went to the Waldorf and I saw a couple people who were just standing out in front of the space, just standing there. And I was like, oh man, Puff really does this. And it just made me think I gotta really get on my billionaire shit. So I went and bought a $50 million penthouse and I made back the fleet out because I was like, yo, I can't be walking around homeless, like beefing with Puff. You gotta like, you know what I mean?
The celebrities named. As the footage continues to leak, what's grabbing attention isn't just Diddy, it's the number of high-profile celebrities seen at these events. Some of Hollywood's biggest stars, previously thought to be untouchable, are now linked to these wild parties. Seeing these familiar faces in this context makes you wonder what else they've been part of, says one entertainment journalist. Names are being dropped left and right, and the public is shocked to see A-listers caught up in this scandal.
Clues of what was allegedly behind the curtain began to emerge in November, when Diddy's former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, sued the mogul in federal court on allegations of rape and a decade-long pattern of physical and sexual abuse. The singer, who was previously signed to Diddy's Bad Boy Records, claimed the rapper was controlling of every aspect of her life, including where she lived, what she wore, and even her medical records. The suit alleged several instances of abuse committed by Diddy, including battery, rape, and forcing her to have sex with male sex workers. The suit also claims Diddy used intimidation to control the R&B singer, including allegedly having someone blow up another rapper's car after Diddy learned he was interested in romantically pursuing Cassie when they were on a break period from their relationship. The suit also alleges Diddy became violent, beating Cassie multiple times each year. In one instance, Diddy allegedly pushed her into a car, then proceeded to kick her in the face repeatedly.
But the real question is, how involved were these celebrities? Were they just attending as guests, or did they know more about what was really happening? The footage doesn't show everything, but it raises enough questions to put these stars in a very uncomfortable position. As the media and fans dig deeper, it's clear that more names could emerge, and the fallout for these celebrities could be severe. Hollywood's elite are bracing themselves for what comes next.
As a result of being around that man, Sean Puffy Combs, I don't sleep to this day. I have a problem sleeping to this day. Like, yo, man, I'm here to work, man. I ain't sang in a week. I mean, I'm 13 years old, and I'm telling him, look, you're gonna put me in the studio, man. You got Biggie Smalls in there, you got Craig Mack in there. I'm not here to party with you. I don't wanna go to the clubs. Matter of fact, I'm too young to even be in here. Why you got me in clubs? We would fight, we would tussle.
Back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
What the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's going to acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid.
How the footage was obtained. One of the biggest mysteries surrounding this leak is how CNN obtained the footage in the first place. These parties were incredibly private with strict no-camera policies. So how did these clips end up in the hands of the media? This wasn't an accidental leak, it was deliberate, claims a source familiar with the situation. Some believe that someone from the inside decided to blow the whistle, while others think the footage was obtained through legal channels during ongoing investigations into Diddy and his circle. The fact that CNN, a major news outlet, is the one releasing the footage gives the story a level of credibility that other scandals might lack. This isn't a rumor or gossip. It's real and it's out there for the world to see. As people speculate about who leaked the footage and why, it's clear that this is just the beginning of a much larger story. The leak itself is a turning point in the way Hollywood handles its secrets, and more revelations are likely on the way.
Hey kiddo, what are you doing? Just having a little drink before my car picks me up. Where are you going? I'm gonna go to join Diddy. He's doing that. Rick Ross is doing a little concert this afternoon. Really? Your boobs, honestly, they get bigger. No, I just lifted this bra up. It's like night and day. I need to have my boobs sitting up at this level at all times. They were like down to here. That's life-changing. Life-changing, but it gives me back fat. Gotta pick or choose your battles. That's what I learned in my life. Yeah. So why do you care to go to this? Because I was invited and I think it would be fun. When are you gonna act your own age? It's like rap crew, like Rick Ross and Diddy. Do you think this is like your crowd? I know a thing or two about rap music. Who is the boss? Me? No.
the fallout from the leak. As the footage spreads across social media and news platforms, the fallout has been immediate. This is going to change everything, says one entertainment industry insider. Celebrities who were seen in the footage are scrambling to distance themselves from Diddy and his parties. Some have issued statements, while others are staying silent, hoping the storm will pass. But with CNN's footage now out in the open, it's clear that things won't go back to normal anytime soon. The entertainment industry is holding its breath, waiting to see who will be implicated next. Lawsuits are already being whispered about, and more footage could be on the way. Hollywood's reputation, already fragile after other recent scandals, is now on the verge of another major shakeup. For Diddy and those connected to him, this leak could be the beginning of the end of their carefully built empires.
And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, nah. You've been saying this for a long time, bro. And like, people like, yo, why is he saying it like you crazy? But
I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties. So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
But I mean, like, why you never went to those parties, bro? Like, you know, those were like the talk of the town back in the day. Like, is there like a reason why you didn't go?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing, I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go into the 90s, and Keefe D said he paid him to kill Tupac. It's a little, like, you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries, they went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall of Diddy.
But you like one of the first people to like, in entertainment, to call out these people, these crazy people, bro, and that's, you know, and we all like, we rooting for you, because we know like the underdog is, like, how did that come about? Like, what makes you so special that you're able to do this?
Yeah, I don't have a support system.
Diddy's response. Since the footage leaked, all eyes have been on Diddy. So far, his response has been measured, with a brief statement from his legal team calling the footage misleading and taken out of context. But behind the scenes, sources say Diddy is scrambling. This could ruin him, says a close associate. His reputation, built over decades, is now in jeopardy, and it's unclear how he will recover from this. As the public waits for Diddy's next move, there's a sense that this story is far from over. Will he issue a more detailed response, or will he remain silent, hoping the scandal fades away? For now, all we can do is watch as this once untouchable figure faces the biggest crisis of his career.
The nigga Puff was like, yeah, like first he was amping him to get stopped. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, you know, to kick it, like we could just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it. This is Puff. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just say? I got the fuck away from him because I was like, this nigga, fucking, this nigga just tell me he'd take me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. But there's just a little fruit. Puff is a fruit pile. It's a fruit pile. Trust me. You see these little weird ass pictures and shit like that out there, sitting out there for no reason. If you don't see accident pictures with me like kissing niggas. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look, later you gonna find out a little shit that I'll be saying be real. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, listen.
What happens next? With the footage now out in the open, the big question is, what happens next? The leaks are already causing shockwaves throughout Hollywood, and more could be on the way. This is just the beginning, claims an insider, hinting that even more damaging footage may still be in the hands of the media or investigators. The implications for Diddy and the other celebrities seen at his parties could be catastrophic. The FBI is reportedly looking into the situation, and there are whispers of further investigations into not just Diddy, but others involved in these events. Hollywood is on edge, waiting for the next shoe to drop. For now, the story is far from over, and the public is left wondering, who's next, and how deep does this go?